Continue the stealing. They can't imagine, say, they are no longer in power. They don't have access to government funds that they can continue to steal. Who share corruption? NDC, ya exposing. And your corruption, ketwa. Corruption and stealing. We are not talking about Ghana city, so Mugabe. Sky bubo millions of dollars. Millions of dollars are ye plates, Akroma, IMF. So muma iska. Sika who share from National Signals Bureau, who they share through National Cathedral to COVID, World Bank sika omodema yen sika no omwe pa. It is not having access no omo who pray omo say omo beba back no is to continue the stealing. They didn't envisage
pandemic
no more full say Ghana 4 would give them the opportunity to break the 8. No more continue. For me, break the 8. There was really no message in it. Mm-hmm. The message of break the 8 was just to continue the stealing. Until right now, they don't have the opportunity to continue the stealing. And they are in a hurry to come back. Nanka yako election January, December. Now January, a new government has taken over. Opposition party, by now you should be doing analysis to see where you went wrong, to put things in place. Now, Musi Debi, ye call Congress, ako elected opposition leader. We are ready for whoever they bring. Hina nomode ba names coming up. Baumia. What new is Baumia bringing? Mm-hmm. He's not bringing anything new. Sisi Anamete so say he may not be rich. Now he has rich ideas. My friend, go and sit somewhere. The reason why I'm saying go and sit somewhere is that this is the same Baumia who in 2016 he brought 170 questions that he had ideas. Brought 170 questions and then told Ghanaians that he was the economic messiah. Where did Baumia take the economy? Where did NDC take over the economy from? It was in total mess. Number one, our credit rating as a country had gone down. We had gone beyond D to the extent that we had been blacklisted. Mm-hmm. That the international monetary market should not give us any funding. We had been blacklisted. That's why Baumia took us. The dollar exchange rate, dollar to cedi, went as high as 17 cedis. And they kasano 10 cedis. What did I make an say? Petrol was about 16 cedis per liter, and the petrol 10 cedis. Baumia made a mess after coming up with 17 questions. Made a mess, 170 questions, made a mess of the economy. Baumia was in charge of our economy. And see, we've been in power 6 months. The mess that Baumia created, we are now, His Excellency John Mahama and his team are now correcting that mess. It's omonye di no mon kotinase na yen to me and correcting mess no na Ghana for no they are very happy. I've seen a few videos are omoka say even bag of rice about price of bag of rice above form. Things are going well. Ghanaians don't need the NPP right now. We are investigating them to ensure say sika omowiano they would pay back. We share second person and Nidia by Papa no education minister near anything. Educhum. Look at the mess Educhum created with our education system. In a situation where our children would go to school for 2 weeks. And also say obedi president. They would go to school for 2 weeks and come home for five months. Our children will go to school for 2 weeks and come home for 5 months. He created the red, gold, green system where the children would come and stay. Where they'll come and stay home for so long with no education. And at the end of their year, the term, they would buy a Pasco for them. They spent over $35 million to buy Pasco for students. It was done under Educhum. The mass set that we are investigating was done under Educhum and Napo. So someone like education minister Educhum. Someone like Educhum, he messed our education, and you want to carry the whole country, different sectors of the economy, and put in his hand. I mean, you can imagine what he will do with the economy if you give him that chance. Who is the next person? Brian Echiampong. Was it not Brian Echiampong that tried to sell state hotels, La Palm, Golden Beaches Hotel, and all hotels that state had interest in, shares in? Had it not been for the good people of Ghana who stood up against Brian Echiampong, Brian Echiampong would have been owning our state hotels by now. He would have taken it for himself. Brian Echiampong was a Greek minister. Yet he was going to buy our state hotels for himself. He was taking it for himself. He wasn't going to buy. They were stealing it. So if you bring someone like Brian Echiampong, when he was a Greek minister, he was trying to steal our state hotels, then you should know that the country is in trouble. The fourth one, I think, is Ken. Dukadaya, they are all the same. Ken under NPP, I think Ken was given a $1 billion. I'm not sure about the amount, but it ranges about $1 billion to provide street lights for the country. Was it delivered? No. The country was dark. There were no street lights. So if you are wondering why there were no street lights during NPP time, it was because the contract had been given to Ken and they didn't deliver. So all of them, they are not clean. Bawumia says he's visionary. Visionary what? Visionary, a visionary man who made the people suffer for 8 years because his economic policies were so bogus.
It is possible.
It is possible for him to remain in opposition. He should remain in. That's whether it is possible is. He should remain in opposition. Me, I'm enjoying the infighting. They should continue. They are hitting at each other. But you see, the way they are going about their primaries right now tells me the kind of people that NPP they are. Because, like I said earlier on, you just came out of an election. You haven't sat down to do a reflection to see what went wrong. Yet you are going into an election to elect a flag bearer. I'm happy about it. I'll tell you why I'm happy about it. Because they are taking the up to bottom down approach instead of the down to bottom up. So it means that the people who voted for Bawumia to be flag bearer are the same ones going to vote for Bawumia to be flag bearer, which is good. We want Bawumia to come back. So if Bawumia comes back, the same delegates are the ones going to vote for him. So they don't want the bottom up approach because they know that if they elect branch executives, they elect constituency executives, and they elect regional and national executives, the delegates will change, and they may not have people. They may have more sensible people, new sensible people to vote for a candidate. So they don't want that. They want to use the same delegates that voted for Bawumia so that Bawumia would become the flag bearer or opposition leader, as you would call it, as you would call it. And see, Bawumia, we have seen through him. Whatever way they want to use to bring him in January, we are ready for him. In fact, like I have done the analysis, all of them, Jens Robia, NDC is an institution. Whether John Mahama has one term, when he finishes, there are competent people in the NDC who would lead the party. It doesn't matter whether the person is known or not known. What matters is that NDC leaves a legacy. And John Mahama's legacy, the way he has started, is very strong. And I'm praying that we continue that way. So that the legacy that we would leave, whichever candidate comes, whether he's known or not known, Ghanaians would prefer that candidate leading the NDC to a thief or to someone who says he has vision, Bawumia, but really when he's given the mandate has no vision. He takes the whole country down into the drain. Or someone, Brian Echiampong, who would attempt to sell our state assets to his company, to himself, or someone where would give them a contract to provide us with street lights, and he takes it and doesn't provide the street lights, and people end up having accidents on the motorway and on our streets, because when the road is dark, you end up having accidents. So of course, they can go in January. We don't care who they bring. NDC is focused. NDC is focused on delivering. And at the end of the 4 years, our work would speak for us. I saw someone, I read someone, one of them said they are going to campaign on the legacy of Akufo-Addo.
What did he do?
So when you've forgotten that it was the same legacy of Akufo-Addo that has taken you into opposition. My advice to you as a sister, go and sit down and reflect and see the evil you did to Ghanaians, the evil, the hardship you made Ghanaians go through, and come back and apologize. Instead of fighting amongst yourself for power, you are only fighting amongst yourself for power because you are in a hurry to come back and steal. The money is no longer coming. You are unable to steal. So you are looking for a means to come back to steal massively again. We are not going to sit down and watch you come back and steal. So relax, stay in opposition, enjoy opposition, because after 2028, I'm not done. After 2028, we'll have a new candidate. That candidate is coming for 2 terms. And we'll show you that one is possible.